ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತರು ಗೋವರ್ಧನೆ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಪರ್ವತ ಎತ್ತಿದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮರಣಾರ್ಥಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಪೂಜೆಯನ್ನು ಆಚರಿಸ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಪರ್ವತೆಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮರಣಾರ್ಥಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಪೂಜೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ವೃಂದಾವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿನಿಸುಗಳಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಗೋವರ್ಧನದ ಅನ್ನಕೂಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ಪೂಜೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಿತರಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಭಕ್ತರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು 200 kg ಸಸ್ಯಾಹಾರಿ ಕೇಕನ್ನು ಅನ್ನಕೂಟದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವಿಧ ರೀತಿಯ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿನಿಸುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಗೋವರ್ಧನೆಯ ಮಹಾತ್ಮೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ತೋಕಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯವರು, ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಅವರು ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮತ್ತು ಗೋಪೂಜೆಯ ಮಹಾತ್ಮೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन, यमुना तीरावनचारी, यमुना तीरावनचारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रज रञ्जन
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
हरे राम हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गिरिधारी राधे
जय राधा गिरिधारी राधे
जयो गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Samsthapakacharya Savior of the whole world Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Govardhan Puja Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Giri Govardhan ki jai. Radha Giridhari ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol. Welcome to all the devotees for this wonderful Govardhan Puja festival. All of you who are sitting even at the back, everyone will get an opportunity to come close and see this hill which has been made by devotees. After my talk, there will be Arati, and after the Arati, everyone will get a chance to do parikrama and have a close look at this Govardhan hill. So till then, please patiently wait, remain seated in your respective seats. So I'll briefly narrate the pastime of Krishna lifting Govardhan hill. This Govardhan hill is in Vrindavan, and this is very important for all the devotees of Krishna, because this hill was lifted by the divine hand of Krishna personally. So the hill has become completely spiritual. Actually, the identity of Govardhan is described as Krishna's devotee, Krishna's pure devotee, and also Krishna himself. So both the identities are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Govardhan hill is in Vrindavan. 5,000 years back, when Krishna appeared, incarnated, he performed his childhood pastimes, particularly very attractive childhood pastimes. So one of the pastimes is this lifting of Govardhan hill. So the circumstances that led to this pastime is described in detail in the Bhagavatam. The cowherd men, they are dependent on agriculture and cow protection for their wealth. Krishi, Goraksha, Vanijya, Vaishya Karma, Swabhavajam. So they would cultivate the land, and they would also do cow protection. In that way, they were fabulously rich. Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows. Because he had the maximum number of cows in that community, he was the king of the cowherd men. And the others also, they had big number of cows, few lakhs, some few thousands or tens of thousands. And simply by taking care of these cows and cultivating the land, they were fabulously rich. So, because they are dependent on agriculture and cow protection, rains are very important for them. And the controller of rains is Indra. So annually, they would worship Indra. On this particular day, they would worship Indra. Krishna wanted to stop this Devata Puja, demigod worship, because in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, Kamaistaistai Hritagyana Prapadyante Anya Devata. Who worships Devatas? Those who are driven by lusty desires for material enjoyment. They are the ones who worship demigods for fulfillment of their lusty desires. Otherwise, the scriptures say, only Krishna is worshipable. Krishna is the only worshipable personality in the entire creation. Even the Devatas, they are also devotees of Krishna. They also worship Krishna. So, Krishna wanted to establish that there is no need to worship any Devatas. Only Krishna is worshipable. So Krishna began to, when Nanda Maharaj and all the cowherd men had made this arrangement for worshipping Indra, annually they would do it. So one particular year, Krishna was small, still a small boy. So he began to inquire from Nanda Maharaj, what is this arrangement for some worship that is going on? So Nanda Maharaj thought, this small boy, he will not understand what is Indra Yajna, sacrifice for Indra. worship of Indra to performing Indra Yajna. He will not understand. So Nanda Maharaj was silent. So Krishna again and again began to ask Nanda Maharaj, what is this going on? Why are you keeping something secret from me? I am your own son. I belong to your family. So why are you keeping it secret? What is secret about this puja? So then Nanda Maharaj began to explain, this is traditional Indra Yajna we do every year because we depend on rains. Indra is the controller of rains. So we offer the sacrifice so that we have nice rainfall. So then Krishna began to say, oh, there is no need to worship Indra. After all, Indra is subordinate to the Supreme Lord Vishnu. He has to supply rains. You simply have to do your duties, your prescribed duties. You don't have to separately worship Indra for getting good rainfall. Anybody who performs their duties, all their necessities will be supplied by the Devatas exactly according to their requirement. It is the Devatas are empowered representatives of the Supreme Lord, and they supply whatever the requirements according to people's needs if people just perform their prescribed duties. So as agriculturists, you should worship Govardhan hill, because Govardhan hill supplies all your necessities, and Govardhan hill is especially very, very dear to me. So you should worship Govardhan hill. So Nanda Maharaj said, okay, you want us to worship Govardhan hill, I'll make separate arrangement for that. But why do you want to stop this Indra Yajna which we have been offering every year? Then Krishna began to say something about Karma Mimamsa philosophy. Karma Mimamsa philosophy is an atheistic philosophy actually. But still, in order to cut down the pride of Indra, who had become very, very proud of his position, because Indra is actually a devotee of Krishna. So, even sometimes when devotees become proud or very puffed up, Krishna wants to cut down their pride. That is Krishna's mercy. So Krishna decided he is going to cut down the pride of Indra. So he began to talk in such a way as to make Indra angry. He said, there is no need to worship this Indra. You simply have to do your prescribed duties, and all the Devatas are duty bound to supply your necessities. They cannot deny you. If they deny, they will be punished, and that's a fact. The Devatas don't have to be separately worshipped. Then who worships Devatas separately? It's only the lusty desires, people with lusty desires who are very, very materialistic. They perform separately Devata Puja. They separately worship. Those who are devotees of Vishnu or Krishna, they only worship Krishna and nobody else. Though they have respect for Devatas, because Devatas are also devotees of Vishnu. So they have respect for Devatas, but they don't worship Devatas separately. So when Krishna began to speak like that, then Nanda Maharaj got convinced that he has to actually stop this Indra Yajna, and whatever the arrangements that were made, Krishna directed Nanda Maharaj to use those arrangements for worshipping Govardhana instead of worshipping Indra. So the same arrangements were diverted towards Govardhan Puja. And Krishna told all the Brajavasis, prepare nice edibles, nice sweets, savories, and bring it for offering to Govardhan. So all the Brajavasis, they were completely in love with Krishna. So spontaneously, they began to follow Krishna's instructions. And Krishna was just a small boy. So Indra was watching what is happening. Oh, these foolish people, these foolish villagers, they are listening to some small boy, and this boy is stopping them from worshipping me. He became very angry. So while Govardhan Puja was going on, as Krishna had directed, then Krishna, Indra became angry and he was thinking what to do. So Indra was thinking how to teach this Brajavasis, Vrindavan Nivasis, a lesson. So Indra was so angry, he decided that he is going to send torrential rains on Vrindavan, in the Vrindavan area. And he particularly summoned the Samvartaka clouds. Samvartaka clouds. Samvartaka clouds pour down devastating rainfall at the end of Brahma's day, when there is a need for devastating or submerging, flooding, overflooding the middle and lower planetary systems of the entire universe. That kind of rain Indra wanted to shower on Vrindavan area, just because Krishna had stopped Indra Yajna. So Indra was actually blinded by pride. Actually, Indra is a devotee of Krishna, but for the time being, he, being blinded by pride, he actually did not even consider who is Krishna. He thought Krishna is an ordinary cowherd boy. Actually, when Krishna appears in this world in any form, people cannot recognize that he is God just by external appearance. They cannot recognize. Even Lord Rama, or even Narsimha, or Varaha, or Vamana, none of them can be recognized as God by external appearance. God can be recognized only by devotees who have got the eyes anointed with Krishna Bhakti or Krishna Prema. Only they can recognize God. Others cannot recognize God. It's not possible for others who don't have the devotion. They cannot recognize God. So God is identified by pure devotees only. So therefore, Indra, for the time being, he had become blinded by pride, so he could not recognize Krishna. So he wanted to overflood Vrindavan. So after the Go Puja was over, by the time Indra got ready, Govardhan Puja was over. And after Govardhan Puja, then when they were ready to go back to their village after worshipping Govardhana, then heavy rainfall started. And the rainfall was so very heavy that it started overflooding the entire village of Vrindavan. Then the cowherd men and women, they don't know anybody else for protection other than Krishna. So they all began to call out Krishna, please save us, please help us. What to do? Krishna said, don't worry, I am going to do something about this. And Krishna knew that Indra had become angry and therefore had sent this unseasonal rain, and that too he had summoned the Samvartaka clouds, the devastating rainfall. So Krishna simply went again back to the Govardhan hill and lifted the Govardhan hill like an umbrella on his little left finger and told all the Brajavasis, come underneath this hill. I am holding this up as an umbrella for protecting you against that devastating rainfall. So all the Brajavasis, including the men, women, the children, the elderly people, the cows, the calves, everybody came underneath that hill, and they were wonderstruck how this small boy is lifting with his little left finger and holding it. They are used to Krishna performing miracles. So they thought, well, how is this small boy lifting this whole hill? Anyway, because of their love for Krishna, they would not think it is impossible for Krishna, nor would they doubt whether Krishna can really hold. On the one side, they are not able to actually understand how Krishna is doing it. On the other side, they are not thinking that Krishna is incapable. So this is a very rare combination of the faith that the Vrindavan Nivasis have in Krishna. At the same time, they treat him as their beloved child only. So how can a child lift such a huge hill and hold it up? And the rains were there for 7 days and nights continuously. And Krishna was just holding it. And Krishna also assured them that as long as he is holding up this hill, anybody who comes underneath the hill for protection, they will not be disturbed by hunger, they will not be disturbed by thirst, they will not be fatigued, they will not be disturbed by sleep. Because there is no arrangement for them to prepare any food or drink any water. They just come underneath the hill. That's all. They not brought any of their belongings. So Krishna assured them, don't worry, you will not be disturbed by any of those things. They simply accepted and were full of admiration for Krishna. Full of admiration for Krishna. So they began to discuss among themselves Krishna's glories. Because in the past also, Krishna had saved them in so many ways. Whenever a demon would attack, or when there was suddenly a twin Yamalarjuna trees had fallen down, when Yashoda had bound up Krishna to a grinding mortar, all those times they had seen Krishna's wonderful activities or heard about it. More than seeing, they would have heard about it. So they began to discuss Krishna's glories. And in that way, 7 days and nights passed, and Indra suddenly came to his senses. Oh, these Brajavasis, they are completely protected by this small boy. Who is this small boy? Then he understood, oh, this boy is my Lord. Then immediately he stopped the rain, and then when everything got cleared, Krishna told the Brajavasis, now you can go home, no more fear, no more danger. Waters receded. Then after they all went back, they came out from underneath the hill. Then Krishna replaced the hill exactly as it was before. And then they all went back, but Krishna stayed behind because he knew Indra is going to come and beg for forgiveness. So Indra came with great fear and feeling very ashamed that he had done this big blunder. So Indra came, he offered his obeisances, and he offered wonderful prayers. And Indra performed an abhishek of Krishna. Krishna, of course, pardoned him because Krishna wanted to cut down the pride of Indra, and that purpose was served. So in this way, Krishna performed this pastime of lifting this Govardhan hill just to teach all of us that there is no need of worshipping any devata. Secondly, the devotees, they are always engaged in worshipping Krishna. In fact, Krishna is worshipped always by the devotees, but because Krishna also performs pastimes, there are special occasions of the appearance of the Supreme Lord in his different incarnations, or the different leelas he performs according to the leela also, just like devotees observe this Govardhan Puja. Before lifting the hill, Krishna ordered the Brajavasis to worship Govardhan hill. So devotees, instead of just worshipping the hill, of course they worship the hill, the Govardhan Giri Puja, but they also prepare what is called as a replica of the Govardhan hill, which is called Annakut. They prepare nice edibles, and with the edibles they form one hill, and that hill is offered to Krishna. The edibles, hill of edibles, is offered to Krishna, and then after the worship is over, the offering is over, then that is distributed as prasadam to all the devotees. The same thing we have done here. Exactly in the replica of the Govardhan hill, a cake hill has been made. And so many different other edibles are also kept on the side as offering to Krishna. So this will be offered. This has already been offered? Already been offered to Krishna. And now we will have puja of Govardhan hill made with these edibles. And after the puja, you will get a chance to actually come and circumambulate. And after you have finished circumambulation, you can proceed to the main temple hall for offering lamp to Damodara. And after you offer lamp, then you can have prasadam. You will get a piece of this cake apart from other items that we have prepared as prasadam. Everyone will get. Okay, that's the program. Now, let us all chant one mala 108 times this Hare Krishna mantra on this most auspicious day of Govardhan Puja. Will you play the... Prabhupada will be chanting 108 times, that we will follow. You can chant with Prabhupada. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram.
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Now we are going to have the Govardhan Puja. So while the puja is going on, devotees will be singing one Govardhana Ashtaka. So this is 8 stanzas written by one Acharya. So you can, I think some of you have got the sheets. You can follow this singing by the devotees while the Aarti is going on. After the Aarti is over, in a queue you can come and have a closer darshan of Govardhan Hill. Hare Krishna.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಈಗ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಆರತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆರತಿಯ ನಂತರ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರು ಮತ್ತು ಭಕ್ತರು ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅವರು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಸೇವಾಕರ್ತರು ಬಂದು ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಗಿರಿಯ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೋವರ್ಧನ ಗಿರಿಯ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡುವ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ತುಪ್ಪದ ದೀಪವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಕಾಶ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಸೇವಾಕರ್ತರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಹಾಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೀವು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಲಾನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದವನ್ನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. प्रसादेन समस्तशैल साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि कृष्णप्रसादेन समस्तशैल साम्राज्यमाप्नोति च वैरिणोऽपि शक्रस्य या प्रापबलिं स साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् शक्रस्य या प्रापबलिं स साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
शक्रस्य या प्रापबलिं स साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
स्वप्रेष्ठहस्ताम्बुजसौकुमार्य सुखानुभूते अतिभूमिवृत्ते स्वप्रेष्ठहस्तां
भुजसौकुमार्या सुखानुभूतेरतिभूमिवृत्ते
महेन्द्रवज्रातिमाप्यजानन् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
महेन्द्रवज्रां हतिमपि अजानन् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
महेन्द्रवज्रातिमाप्यजानन् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् यत्रैव कृष्णो वृषभानुपुत्र्या दानं गृहीतं कलहं वितेने यत्रैव कृष्णो
वृषभानुपुत्र्या दानं गृहीतुं कलहं वितेने
श्रुते स्पृहायत्र महती यत श्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
स्पृहायात्र महती यत श्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
श्रुते स्पृहायत्र महती यत श्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
स्पृहायात्र महती यत श्री गोवर्धनो मे
स्नात्वा सराश्वशुसमीरहस्ते यत्रैव नीपादिपरागदूली स्नात्वा सराश्वशुसमीरहस्ते आलोलयन् केळति चारु साश्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् आलोलयन् केळति चारु साश्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् आलोलयन् केळति चारु साश्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् कस्तूरकाभिषयितं किमत्रेति ऊहं प्रभो स्वस्य मुहुर्वितन्वन् कस्तूरिकाभिषयितं किमत्रेति ऊहं प्रभो स्वस्य मुहुर्वितन्वन् नैसर्गिका स्वीयशीला सुगन्धिर् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् नैसर्गिका स्वीयशीला सुगन्धे गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् अंश प्रतिध्वन्यनुसारवर्त्मा दिद्रक्षवो यत्र हरिं हरिण्या यान्त्यो लभन्ते न हि विस्मिता स गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् यान्त्यो लभन्ते न हि विस्मिता स गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
यान्त्यो लभन्ते नहि विस्मिता सा गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम्
यत्रैव गङ्गा मनुना विराधा आरोह्य मध्ये तु निमग्ननौका यत्रैव
गङ्गाम् अनुना विराधा आरोह्य मध्ये तु निमग्ननौका
कृष्णो हि राधानुगो बभौ स गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् कृष्णो हि राधानुगलो बभौ स गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् कृष्णो हि राधानुगलो बभौ स गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् भवेत् हरिदासवर्या पादाश्रयं भक्तिरतश्रयामि वीणा यं एव स प्रेम निजेशयो श्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् यं एव स प्रेम निजेशयो श्री गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् 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 तत्पटेद्यो हरिदासवर्या महानुभावाष्टकमात्रचेता
एतत्पठेद्यो हरिदासवर्या महानुभावाष्टकमात्रचेता
क्षीरादिकामाधवयोपदाब्ज दास्यं सविन्दे अचिरेण साक्षात् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् गोवर्धनो मे दिशतामभीष्टम् जय राधा गिरिधारी गणाधा गिरिधारी राधे जय गिरिधारी जय गिरिधारी गिरिधारी जय गिरिधारी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम
हरे राम
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದೆರಡು ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮೇನ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆರತಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಒಂದು 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
हरे राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಈಗ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಸೇವಾಕರ್ತರು ಪ್ರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಲಂಟಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Radhe Jaya Radha
Damodar Radha Damodar
Jaya Radha Giridhari Radhe Jaya
Radha Giridhari Radhe
Jaya Radha Giridhari Radhe Jaya
Radha Giridhari Radhe
Jaya Giridhari Jaya Giridhari Giridhari Jaya Giridhari Jaya
Giridhari Jaya Giridhari Giridhari Jaya Giridhari
Jaya Radha Damodar Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Radhe
Jaya Damodara दामोदरा जय जसोदामाये जय
दामोदरा जय दामोदरा दामोदरा जय यशोदामाई
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा दामोदरा जय जसोदामाये
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा दामोदरा जय यशोदामाई
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा दामोदरा जय जसोदामाये जय
दामोदरा जय दामोदरा दामोदरा जय यशोदामाई
जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय, राधा कृष्णचंद्र की जय, राधा दामोदर की जय, राधा गिरिधारी की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
यशोदाभियोलुखलाटवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या
यशोदाभियोलुखलाटवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या
यशोदाभियोलुखलाटवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मामृजन्तं कराम्बोजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम्
रुदन्तमुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मामृजन्तं कराम्बुजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम्
मोहश्वासकं पात्रीरेखाङ्ककन्त स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिभजन्
मुहुश्वासकं पात्रीरेखाङ्ककण्ठा स्थितग्रेवं दामोदरं भक्ति भक्तिपदम्
मोहश्वासकं पात्रीरेखाङ्ककण्ठा स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम्
मोहश्वासकं पात्रीरेखाङ्ककण्ठा स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम्
इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुन्दे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
तीरक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तजितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तिर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तजितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तिर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे
चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरे सदपि
परं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरे सदपिह
इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्याभिरास्तं
इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्याभिरास्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्याभिरास्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्याभिरास्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजमत्यन्तनीले धृतं कुन्तलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्य
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तनीले धृतं कुन्तले स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या
मोहश्चुम्बितां बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्याविरास्तामलं लक्ष्यलाभे
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्याविरासमलं लक्ष्यलाभे
मोहश्चुम्बितां बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्याविरास्तामलं लक्ष्यलाभे
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्याविरासमलं लक्ष्यलाभे
नमो देवदामोदरनन्तविष्णो प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालपिमग्नम्
नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलातिमग्नम्
कृपा दृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं वदानो गृहाणे क्षमामाज्ञानिदाचिदेशम्
कृपा दृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं वदानो गृहाणे क्षमामाज्ञं निरक्षिदृश
कृपा दृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं वदानो गृहाणे क्षमामाज्ञानिदाचिदेशम्
कृपा दृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं वदानो गृहाणे क्षमामाज्ञं निरक्षिदृश
कुबेरात्मजो बद्धमुच्चैव यद्वा त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभाजौ कृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजो बद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वा त्वया मोचितो भक्तिभाजो कृतौ च
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकाम्ये प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकाम्ये प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथ विश्वस्य धाम्ने
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 नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीयप्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं रसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं रसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्
यशोदाभियोलुकयातवमानं परं दृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या
यशोदाभियोलुकलाघवमानं परां दृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna